Ladies and gentlemen, attractiveness isn't just about how you look on the outside. It's about how you make people feel. It's the way you carry yourself, your confidence, and the warmth that radiates from within you. Being attractive is not about fitting into someone else's standards. It's about being your authentic self and embracing who you are. The most attractive thing you can wear is your confidence. When you love yourself and embrace your flaws, that's when the magic happens. Being confident is one of the most attractive traits a person can possess. Confidence is not about being boastful or arrogant. It's not about showing off or pretending to know it all. True confidence is a quiet assurance in who you are and what you stand for. When you are confident in yourself, people can sense it, and it draws them to you. Confidence radiates from within. It shows in the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, and the way you interact with others. When you walk into a room with your head held high, shoulders back, and a smile on your face, you are not just showcasing your physical appearance, but also the strength and belief you have in yourself. Confidence is magnetic. It makes people want to get to know you, to be around you, and to be part of your energy. However, it's important to understand that confidence comes from a place of self-love and self-acceptance. It doesn't matter what other people think about you, as long as you are comfortable in your own skin. Many people struggle with self-doubt, questioning their worth or ability to succeed. But true confidence comes from accepting that you are enough just as you are. It's not about being perfect. It's about embracing your imperfections and realizing that they are what make you unique. It's about believing that you have value, that your thoughts matter, and that you have something important to offer the world. Self-confidence doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey of self-discovery and growth. You start by taking small steps, acknowledging your strengths, and pushing through your fears. Each time you do something outside your comfort zone, you build confidence. Over time, those small victories add up, and you begin to trust yourself more and more. However, it's crucial to note that confidence is not about putting others down or comparing yourself to them. It's not about making others feel inferior in order to feel better about yourself. True confidence is rooted in lifting others up, supporting them, and celebrating their successes just as much as you celebrate your own. It's about believing that there is enough space for everyone to shine, and that their light does not dim yours. When you are confident, you are not afraid to be vulnerable. You are not afraid to admit that you don't have all the answers or that you need help sometimes. Confidence is not about being invincible. It's about being authentic and knowing that you are worthy of love, respect, and success, even if you don't have everything figured out. Another important aspect of confidence is believing in your abilities. Confidence comes from knowing that you can handle whatever comes your way, no matter how difficult or challenging it might seem. When you believe in your own strength, others begin to believe in you too. Confidence creates a ripple effect. It inspires others to be confident in themselves, and that creates a positive cycle of growth and empowerment. Confidence allows you to be yourself unapologetically. It's about expressing your true thoughts, feelings, and values without fear of judgment. When you are confident, you stop seeking validation from others and start trusting your own intuition. You stop second-guessing yourself and start acting with conviction. You stop worrying about what people think and start focusing on what makes you happy and fulfilled. Confidence is about trusting yourself, accepting your flaws, and embracing who you are. It is about believing in your worth, your abilities, and your uniqueness. When you cultivate self-confidence, you become an unstoppable force. People are drawn to that energy, and that is the true definition of attractiveness. Confidence is a journey, not a destination, and every step you take towards self-assurance brings you closer to the best version of yourself. Inner beauty is the quality that truly defines a person. It is easy to get caught up in the external appearance, as society often places significant emphasis on looks. However, over time, we realize that true beauty goes beyond what meets the eye. Inner beauty shines through in the way we treat others, the kindness we show, and the way we carry ourselves through life. It is a reflection of our character, our values, and the depth of our personality. When we focus on inner beauty, we begin to understand that it is not about perfection. It is not about having flawless skin, a perfect figure, or impeccable style. Inner beauty is about having a good heart and being genuine in our interactions with others. It is about empathy, compassion, and the willingness to understand people from all walks of life. A person with inner beauty radiates warmth and positivity, and their presence is calming and uplifting. These qualities cannot be bought or manufactured, they come from within. The essence of inner beauty lies in how we make others feel. When you show kindness to someone, when you offer a listening ear, or when you help someone without expecting anything in return, you create a lasting impact. People remember how you made them feel, not what you looked like. This is the power of inner beauty. It is timeless and unchanging. It doesn't fade with age or with physical changes. It is always there, shining through, and creating meaningful connections with those around you. One of the most important aspects of inner beauty is self-acceptance. When we accept ourselves for who we are, flaws and all, we begin to radiate confidence. We no longer feel the need to compare ourselves to others or try to fit into a mold that doesn't suit us. Self-acceptance is the foundation of inner beauty because it allows us to be comfortable in our own skin. We stop chasing after unattainable standards and start focusing on what truly matters, being kind, authentic, and true to ourselves. Being authentic is another critical aspect of inner beauty. When we live authentically, we stop pretending to be someone we are not. We embrace our individuality, our quirks, and our unique qualities. Authenticity allows us to form genuine relationships because people are naturally drawn to those who are real. Pretending to be someone else in order to fit in or gain approval is exhausting, and it ultimately leaves us feeling disconnected from ourselves and others. Embracing authenticity, on the other hand, frees us from this burden and helps us build stronger, more meaningful connections. Inner beauty also stems from emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage our emotions, as well as the emotions of others. When we can navigate our emotions and respond thoughtfully to situations, we create an atmosphere of trust and respect. People appreciate being around someone who can handle difficult situations with grace and poise, someone who can listen without judgment, and someone who can offer support in times of need. This emotional depth enhances our attractiveness in ways that superficial qualities simply cannot match. Another important element of inner beauty is the way we approach challenges in life. It's easy to be kind and positive when things are going well, but true inner beauty shines through in times of adversity. When we face difficulties with resilience, courage, and optimism, we inspire others to do the same. Our ability to remain calm and composed in tough situations speaks volumes about our strength of character. It shows that we are grounded, that we have a strong sense of self, and that we can weather any storm with grace and dignity. Inner beauty is also about being generous with our time, energy, and resources. When we give without expecting anything in return, we create an environment of trust and goodwill. Generosity is not just about giving material things. It's also about offering our time, our attention, and our love. It is about being present for the people in our lives and making them feel valued. Generosity is an expression of the kindness and compassion that come from within, and it is a key component of inner beauty. In today's world, it can be easy to get caught up in the pursuit of external beauty, but true attractiveness lies in the qualities that we cultivate within ourselves. Inner beauty is not something that can be measured or defined by society's standards. It is something that grows over time as we focus on building strong relationships, showing kindness, embracing our authenticity, and nurturing our emotional intelligence. When we focus on cultivating inner beauty, we unlock the power to create lasting connections and leave a meaningful impact on the world around us. Showing kindness, patience, and empathy is one of the most powerful ways to enhance our attractiveness and build meaningful connections with others. In a world where people are often caught up in their own lives, showing genuine care for others is a rare and valuable quality. Kindness is not just about performing good deeds, it's about having a compassionate heart and being considerate of the feelings and needs of those around us. Patience, on the other hand, is the ability to remain calm and understanding, even in difficult or frustrating situations. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes, to feel what they are feeling, and to offer support and comfort without judgment. These qualities are deeply intertwined and work together to create a sense of trust and connection that goes beyond surface-level interactions. When we show kindness, we make others feel valued and respected. A simple smile, a thoughtful gesture, or a kind word can have a profound impact on someone's day. Kindness is a universal language that transcends barriers and creates bonds between people, regardless of their backgrounds or experiences. It doesn't matter how big or small the act of kindness is, the key is the intention behind it. When we do things with a kind heart, we contribute to creating a positive and supportive environment. This positive energy is contagious, and when we spread kindness, it often leads to others passing it on to those around them, creating a ripple effect of goodwill. Patience is a critical component of kindness. Life is full of challenges, and it is easy to become frustrated when things don't go as planned or when we encounter obstacles. However, patience allows us to remain composed and respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. When we are patient, we give ourselves and others the time and space to process situations without judgment. It's about allowing things to unfold naturally and understanding that not everything can be controlled or rushed. Patience in relationships, whether personal or professional, helps build trust and mutual respect. It allows for deeper conversations and stronger connections, as it shows that we are willing to invest time and effort into understanding others and their needs. Empathy takes kindness and patience to another level. It is the ability to not only listen to someone's words, but to truly understand and feel their emotions. Empathy is about acknowledging the struggles, challenges, and joys of others without minimizing their experiences. It's about offering support and comfort in a way that makes people feel heard, seen, and understood. Empathy creates a safe space for vulnerability, where people feel comfortable expressing their feelings without fear of judgment. When we empathize with others, we build stronger and more authentic relationships. People are drawn to those who can offer genuine understanding and emotional support because it helps them feel less alone in their experiences. In a world that often prioritizes individual success and competition, showing kindness, patience, and empathy can be revolutionary. It sets us apart from others and makes us more attractive because it shows that we care about people beyond what they can offer us. These qualities are especially important in leadership roles, where the ability to listen, understand, and support others can inspire loyalty and collaboration. When we lead with kindness and patience, we create environments where people feel motivated, valued, and empowered to be their best selves. Kindness, patience, and empathy also help us navigate conflict and difficult situations with grace. Life is not always smooth sailing, and we are bound to face challenges along the way. However, when we approach problems with a kind and patient mindset, we are better equipped to handle them. We can have constructive conversations, seek to understand the root causes of issues, and work towards solutions that benefit everyone involved. Instead of letting anger or frustration take control, we remain calm and focused on resolving the situation in a way that respects everyone's feelings and perspectives. When we demonstrate these qualities, we also improve our own well-being. Kindness has been shown to reduce stress and increase feelings of happiness and satisfaction. By making others feel good about themselves, we also feel good about ourselves. Patience helps us maintain a sense of calm and balance even during challenging times, while empathy strengthens our emotional intelligence, enabling us to connect with others on a deeper level. Kindness, patience, and empathy make us more attractive because they help us build meaningful connections, foster trust, and create a positive and supportive environment. These qualities allow us to form deeper, more authentic relationships that go beyond superficial interactions. When we show kindness, patience, and empathy, we not only enhance our attractiveness but also contribute to creating a more compassionate and understanding world. Taking care of yourself is a vital part of being attractive, not just in the way you look, but in how you feel and interact with the world. Self-care is often misunderstood as a luxury or something you do only when you're feeling down, but it is, in fact, a necessity for maintaining your well-being and, ultimately, your attractiveness. It's about treating yourself with the same care, respect, and love that you would offer to someone you deeply care about. Self-care goes beyond just physical appearance. It encompasses mental, emotional, and spiritual health, all of which contribute to how you present yourself to others. When you take care of your body, you create a foundation for feeling good in your skin. Physical health is a cornerstone of overall well-being. Eating nutritious foods, staying hydrated, and exercising regularly not only improve your physical appearance, but also boost your energy levels and mood. When you feel strong and healthy, you carry yourself differently. There is a natural confidence that comes from knowing you're taking good care of yourself. Exercise, in particular, releases endorphins, chemicals that make you feel happier and more relaxed. This positive energy radiates and makes you more attractive to those around you. It's also essential to give your body the rest it needs. Sleep is often undervalued, but it's one of the most important aspects of self-care. A good night's sleep helps your body repair itself, keeps your mind sharp, and gives you the energy you need to take on the day. When you're well rested, you are more likely to have a positive outlook on life, be more productive, and engage with others in a more meaningful way. The glow of someone who is well rested and well cared for is undeniable. People are drawn to the energy of someone who takes care of themselves and feels good about who they are. Self-care also includes looking after your mental and emotional health. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to overlook our mental well-being, but it's just as important as our physical health. Taking time to unwind, relax, and reflect can help alleviate stress and anxiety. Meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in nature can help clear your mind and restore your emotional balance. When you give yourself space to process emotions and clear your head, you are better equipped to handle life's challenges and interact with others from a place of calmness and clarity. Additionally, self-care means setting boundaries and protecting your energy. It's important to recognize when you need a break from social obligations, work, or even certain relationships that drain you. By respecting your own boundaries and taking time for yourself, you allow yourself to recharge and reconnect with your true self. This is crucial for maintaining a sense of peace and balance. People who take care of themselves in this way tend to be more present and engaged in their interactions because they are not overwhelmed by external demands. Nurturing your emotional well-being is equally important. Practicing self-compassion is one of the most effective ways to take care of yourself. We are often our harshest critics, but being kind to yourself is essential for maintaining a positive self-image. Embrace your imperfections, learn to forgive yourself for mistakes, and acknowledge your progress rather than focusing on what you haven't achieved. When you practice self-compassion, you become more resilient and able to handle the ups and downs of life with grace. This inner strength is incredibly attractive because it shows that you are comfortable in your own skin and at peace with who you are. Taking care of yourself also means investing in your personal growth. This might involve learning new skills, pursuing a passion, or expanding your knowledge. When you prioritize self-improvement, you show that you are committed to becoming the best version of yourself. Personal growth gives you a sense of purpose and direction, which naturally attracts others. People are drawn to those who are constantly evolving and growing, because it reflects ambition, determination, and a desire for self-betterment. Self-care is not just about individual practices. It's also about surrounding yourself with positive influences and people who uplift and support you. The company you keep has a significant impact on your overall well-being. Positive relationships that encourage growth, understanding, and love contribute to your emotional health and enhance your overall attractiveness. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who make you feel valued, and who share your values. Taking care of yourself is essential for your physical, mental, emotional, and social well-being. When you prioritize self-care, you are better equipped to handle life's challenges, engage with others meaningfully, and show up as your most confident, authentic self. Self-care is not a selfish act. It is an investment in yourself that ultimately enhances your attractiveness. When you feel good about yourself, both inside and out, you radiate positivity, strength, and confidence, which are qualities that naturally attract others. Your energy is one of the most contagious aspects of your personality, and it plays a huge role in how attractive you are to others. The energy you put out into the world influences the way people perceive you, the way they interact with you, and the kind of relationships you form. Positive energy is magnetic. It draws people in and creates a space where others feel comfortable, valued, and at ease. It is often said that the way you carry yourself, the way you respond to situations, and the way you interact with the world is a reflection of the energy you bring into it. The energy you radiate can either uplift others or bring them down, and that is why it is so important to be mindful of what kind of energy you project. When you exude positive energy, you naturally become more attractive. People are instinctively drawn to those who radiate optimism, warmth, and kindness. Positive energy is not about being happy all the time or pretending that everything is perfect. It is about maintaining a positive outlook even in the face of challenges. It's about choosing to see the good in situations, focusing on solutions rather than problems, and embracing life's ups and downs with a sense of resilience and hope. When you project this kind of energy, it invites others to feel the same way. It creates a ripple effect where positivity spreads from one person to another, creating a more supportive and uplifting environment for everyone involved. One of the key components of positive energy is gratitude. When you express gratitude and appreciation for the things you have and the people in your life, it shifts your focus from what you lack to what you are grateful for. This shift in perspective naturally leads to a more positive mindset. People who practice gratitude are often more optimistic, compassionate, and content. They tend to attract others who are also grateful and appreciative, creating a sense of harmony and mutual respect in their relationships. Gratitude helps you recognize the beauty in the simple things and reminds you of the positive aspects of life, which makes you more pleasant to be around. Another essential aspect of positive energy is the ability to stay calm and composed under pressure. Life is full of stressful situations, and how you handle them says a lot about the energy you bring into those moments. People who maintain their composure in the face of adversity radiate strength and confidence. They do not allow stress or difficult circumstances to overwhelm them. Instead, they approach challenges with a clear mind and a solution-oriented mindset. This ability to stay calm in chaos makes you incredibly attractive to others because it provides a sense of security and stability. It shows that you are someone who can be relied upon and trusted to handle tough situations with grace. The energy you put out also depends on your body language and the way you communicate. When you speak with enthusiasm, make eye contact, and smile, you naturally project an energy that is open and approachable. Body language plays a significant role in how we connect with others. When you stand tall, walk with purpose, and make genuine connections with those around you, you send out signals of confidence and positivity. People are drawn to individuals who seem comfortable in their own skin and who communicate with warmth and sincerity. Equally important is the energy you bring to your interactions with others. Whether you are engaging in a conversation or working together on a project, the way you show up in those moments impacts the overall dynamic. When you engage with others in a positive, supportive, and empathetic way, it fosters trust and connection. People feel safe and valued around those who make them feel heard and understood. Empathy allows you to connect on a deeper level, while active listening shows that you genuinely care about what the other person is saying. When you create these positive interactions, you build relationships that are based on mutual respect and understanding, which naturally makes you more attractive to others. It's also important to acknowledge that not all energy is positive. Negative energy can have the opposite effect and drive people away. When you are constantly complaining, being critical, or focusing on what's wrong with the world, you create an atmosphere that feels heavy and draining. Negative energy is contagious in the same way positive energy is. People tend to avoid those who bring negativity into every situation because it feels like a burden. Therefore, it is crucial to be aware of the energy you bring into a room. If you find yourself feeling negative or overwhelmed, take a step back and reset your mindset. Practicing mindfulness, meditation, or simply taking a few deep breaths can help you shift your energy and bring yourself back to a more positive state. The energy you project into the world is a reflection of your inner state. Why intersects with you become more attractive to those around you. Positive energy not only enhances your relationships, but also makes you more resilient in the face of challenges. It helps you create a life that is fulfilling, connected, and abundant. When you choose to show up with positive energy, you open the door to countless opportunities for growth, connection, and personal transformation. Treating others how you want to be treated is a fundamental principle that can have a profound impact on your relationships and your attractiveness. This simple yet powerful concept, often referred to as the Golden Rule, is about showing kindness, respect, and understanding to everyone you encounter, regardless of who they are or where they come from. The way you treat others not only shapes how they perceive you, but it also influences how you feel about yourself. When you lead with kindness and empathy, you create an environment where trust and mutual respect can thrive. At the core of this principle is the idea of empathy, putting yourself in someone else's shoes and treating them with the same consideration and care that you would want for yourself. This doesn't mean that you always agree with others or that you should tolerate harmful behavior, but it does mean showing respect for their feelings, perspectives, and experiences. When you approach others with a genuine desire to understand and support them, you naturally foster deeper and more meaningful connections. People are drawn to those who make them feel valued and appreciated, and when you treat others well, they are more likely to reciprocate in kind. Respect is a key element of treating others as you would like to be treated. When you show respect to others, you are acknowledging their worth and dignity as human beings. This respect goes beyond just words. It is reflected in your actions, body language, and attitude. Simple gestures like listening attentively, offering a kind word, or showing appreciation for someone's efforts go a long way in building strong, trusting relationships. When you treat others with respect, you also teach them how to treat you in return. People are more likely to treat you kindly when they see that you consistently show kindness to them. Another important aspect of treating others how you want to be treated is being mindful of your own behavior and words. It's easy to become caught up in our own emotions or stress, but taking a moment to pause and reflect before responding can make all the difference. If you want to be treated with patience and understanding, it's important to extend the same courtesy to others, especially when they are going through difficult times. By practicing patience, you not only help create a supportive environment, but also set an example for others to follow. People who are treated with patience and respect are more likely to offer the same in return. One of the most impactful ways to treat others well is by showing gratitude. When you express genuine appreciation for others, it helps to strengthen the bond between you. A simple thank you can go a long way in making someone feel valued and acknowledged. Gratitude also encourages a positive and uplifting atmosphere where everyone feels seen and appreciated. By making an effort to show gratitude in your everyday interactions, you cultivate a sense of kindness and generosity that others are naturally attracted to. Additionally, treating others how you want to be treated involves practicing fairness and honesty. When you are honest with others, even when it is difficult, you build trust and credibility. People appreciate honesty because it creates clarity and transparency in relationships. Similarly, being fair and just in your dealings with others promotes an atmosphere of equality and mutual respect. People are more likely to gravitate toward those who treat them fairly, as it builds a foundation of trust and integrity. Compassion is another key factor in treating others the way you would like to be treated. Compassion goes beyond sympathy or pity. It involves understanding and connecting with the emotional state of others. It's about offering support and comfort to those who are struggling, without judgment or condescension. When you show compassion, you help others feel heard and understood, and you create a space where they can open up and be themselves. People who feel supported and cared for are more likely to reciprocate these feelings, creating a sense of harmony and connection in your relationships. Sometimes treating others well also means knowing when to step back and give someone space. Just as you might appreciate time to yourself when you need it, others may need time to process their emotions or deal with personal matters. Respecting others' boundaries and allowing them to have their own space shows that you value their needs and well-being. This balance of giving and receiving support is key to fostering healthy and balanced relationships. The concept of treating others how you want to be treated is not just about following a set of rules. It is about embodying the values of kindness, respect, and empathy in everything you do. When you consistently practice this principle, you build a reputation for being someone who is considerate, understanding, and trustworthy. These qualities make you more attractive because people want to be around those who make them feel good about themselves and who genuinely care about their well-being. Treating others as you would like to be treated is not just about gaining approval or making others like you. It's about creating meaningful connections that are based on mutual respect, trust, and understanding. When you live by this principle, you become a source of positive energy and a magnet for healthy, fulfilling relationships. People are naturally drawn to those who treat them with kindness, fairness, and empathy, and by embodying these qualities, you become more attractive both inside and out. Being authentic is one of the most powerful ways to make a lasting impact on others. In a world where so much is filtered and curated, there is a unique beauty in being true to who you are. Authenticity means being genuine, honest, and transparent. It means embracing your true self and not hiding behind a mask or trying to live up to someone else's expectations. When we are authentic, we attract the right people and create deeper, more meaningful relationships. The first step towards authenticity is self-awareness. It's about knowing who you are, understanding your strengths and weaknesses, and embracing both. Self-awareness allows you to be honest with yourself and others, making it easier to express your thoughts and emotions without fear of judgment. When you are self-aware, you are no longer driven by the need for approval or validation from others. Instead, you trust your own instincts and opinions, which creates a sense of inner peace and confidence. One of the key aspects of authenticity is vulnerability. Being authentic means being willing to show the real, unfiltered version of yourself, including your imperfections and struggles. It's easy to put up a facade and pretend that everything is fine, but true connections happen when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable with others. Vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It shows that you are comfortable enough with yourself to let others see your true emotions and experiences. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you invite others to do the same, creating a space for genuine connection and empathy. Authenticity also requires courage. It takes courage to be yourself in a world that often pushes us to conform. Society has set standards for what is considered acceptable, and it can be difficult to break free from those expectations. But when you choose to embrace your authenticity, you are choosing to stand up for yourself and live life on your own terms. This courage to be yourself may come with challenges, but it also leads to greater freedom and fulfillment. When you stop trying to fit into a mold and start embracing your unique qualities, you begin to experience a deeper sense of happiness and satisfaction. Another aspect of authenticity is consistency. Being authentic is not just about expressing who you are in certain moments. It's about consistently showing up as the same person, no matter where you are or who you're with. When you are consistent in your authenticity, you build trust with others. People know what to expect from you, and they appreciate your honesty and reliability. Consistency in your words and actions shows that you are grounded in your values and that you stand firm in your beliefs, even when faced with pressure to conform. Authenticity also means being comfortable with your flaws. None of us are perfect, and trying to present ourselves as flawless is not only exhausting but also inauthentic. Embracing our flaws allows us to show others that it's okay to make mistakes, that it's okay to not have everything figured out. Our imperfections are part of what makes us human, and when we accept them, we become more relatable and approachable. Authenticity involves embracing all of who we are, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and showing up in the world as our true selves, imperfections and all. Living authentically also means being honest in your relationships with others. It's about being open, communicating honestly, and expressing your true feelings, even when it's uncomfortable. Authentic communication builds strong connections because it allows for mutual understanding and respect. When you are honest with others, they feel safe to be honest with you in return, creating a healthy dynamic built on trust and openness. Authenticity in relationships fosters deeper connections and helps to build a sense of loyalty and support. Authenticity involves not only accepting who you are but also continually growing and evolving. Being authentic does not mean being stagnant or refusing to change. It means being true to yourself in every phase of your journey, even as you learn, grow, and evolve. As we experience life, we change and adapt. Authenticity doesn't mean resisting change. It means being true to yourself while allowing yourself to grow and evolve into the person you are meant to be. Being authentic is about honoring your true self. It's about living with integrity, being honest with yourself and others, and embracing your uniqueness. When you live authentically, you attract the right people, create genuine relationships, and experience a deep sense of fulfillment. Authenticity is the foundation for meaningful connections, and it is one of the most beautiful qualities a person can possess.